You have a new album out, but you both have solo careers. What can you do in your solo careers that you cannot do in Rilo Kiley?
Whatever we want.
Yeah?
I think when you're in a band, you know, it's a democracy in a lot of ways, and so you have to make sure that everyone feels comfortable with every aspect of what you're doing. But if you're on your own, you can really humiliate yourself in whatever way you choose.
Okay, so
Good way to put it.
so there are what kind of rules do you have in Rilo Kiley? Sort of like, oh, we're not going to do this, or
I don't think there's like a given set of rules. I think it's just as stuff comes up, you kind of, you know, we all have to kind of feel it out. And
I think, you know, when you're in a band, it's a democracy, you know. But
not always.
in our band, it's a democracy. And in our solo projects, it's not. We get to be the king, you know, respectively. The queen.
Or the queen.
The queen.
the king.
The king.
What do you think of her last solo album?
I think it's great. I like it a lot.
Okay.
What do you think of it?
I haven't heard it.
Oh, okay.
I have heard your albums from The Elected.
Oh, okay.
What do you think of his Elected album?
I like them. They're good.
So short answers.
They're good.
Okay, but what kind of stuff he does on his album that you wouldn't do on your solo stuff?
I don't know. That's a good. I think Blake has a tendency to rock out a little more. Like, he's a really great guitar player, and so I think he,
Right.
you know, gets involved with like the guitar harmonies and stuff. Whereas I'm a truly shitty guitar player, just the worst. So mine are kind of limited to the songs themselves and whoever's willing to play with me on my simple songs.
I think I'm like, you know, Lewis is such a pure, in my opinion, like songwriter, you know. So I think her records reflect that. Very, very focused on the song, you know. And I love the craft of songwriting as well. I wouldn't say I'm as developed, so I make up for that with production, and my stuff tends to be a little more elaborate and a little more, you know, I like to have fun with, like, you know, layering harmonies and different kinds of instruments, where I think she needs to rely a little less on studio gimmickry.
No, not necessarily relying, but I think these 2 points are also what makes Rilo Kiley possible. I think that's kind of the crux of our relationship. I bring the song or part of the song, and then Blake is the production guy.
Fill in the blanks.
He, you know, does all the production and the guitar and the things that I just don't necessarily hear.
Yeah. So here we have the secret of Rilo Kiley.
This is a secret, man. Don't tell anyone.
Like the magic of Rilo Kiley.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Because
Sure.
yeah, you do different things.
We're trying to do a magic trick for you, but
How does that one go? Oh, 2 fingers.
That was great.
that's great.
That one used to get me when I was a kid.
Oh,
that was like blew me away.
Terrifying.
My gardener did it, you know, however it goes. I was like, oh my God.
His finger. Ah.
Yeah, couldn't believe it.
You two go back a long time, do you?
Well, we probably saw that trick for the first time at different times of our life, but we do go back quite a couple of
More
years.
More
than a decade of living the dream.
Beautiful times.
Okay.